everyone. I always say good morning, even if it's not morning. But now it is morning. But if it would be 10 o'clock at night, I would still say good morning. Just like it's my feature. So because I will not be able to stream this week, I'm busy. So I decided that I'm gonna grab a little video, curious video, about my ideas and also about how I perceive artificial intelligence, and also because I started and I already on a halfway of Yuval Noah Harari book Nexus, A Brief History of Information Networks from the Stone Age to AI. Well, first of all, I would like to bring a little bit of context. Is that it got me not surprised, not offended, but I just got curious, as on my last stream I experienced very interesting, I would say social event, that a person who joined firstly asked me what I do when I like that the title of all my streams right now are majorly vibe coding with Cursor, vibe coding with ChatGPT, stuff like this, right? So like no secret. And of course I share my applications, what I do, and I like to grab a video and say, okay, this is how that's how I did it, or this is how you should use my applications and stuff. But it doesn't matter. So he asked me exactly what kind of applications I'm doing, and then he started to say that because I use artificial intelligence, there is no way he will download those applications. Okay, I got really curious about this statement, because that made me realize, after it's already like 1 or 2 weeks since then, I guess 1 week, it made me realize that this person is actually he is rejecting it because he asked me if I'm using AI, but there are already, I'm pretty much sure, all of his application on phone, not all, majority, that already use artificial intelligence, but he's not aware of it. So I noticed it, and I was like, that's interesting. That's kind of like, it's kind of that shows to people that even if you use artificial intelligence, maybe you should not say about it in a way, right? To get more people or stuff. Like I'm too small to even think about this kind of strategy. But it made me. It launched like the chain of my philosophical thoughts around this. I'm Slavic, okay. So there's like this pronunciation of thoughts. I know it. It's just like it's very hard. I always, when I need to say thoughts, I feel like my tongue is out of mouth, and I want to spit in your face or something. But I'm working on it. I'm working. I know. Anyway, so yeah, I just realized that he's not aware, but he's quite opinionated about it, and it got me curious. And then I got my precious time to read the Nexus of Noah Harari, which I need to, like, I'm on a half book right now. I'm on page 241, and it's the first part of the book, like maybe first 100 pages are a bit hard, because it's like a lot of history, and the majority of history that I know are more related to like my country where I'm from. So this part was more curious to me, very human, right? But the other part, when he was describing like Chinese, like other like events, what was happening, I was kind of like accepting it as facts. But yeah, so I started to read this book. When I arrived to the half of it, I actually realized that in the middle of the book, the whole book takes a very interesting turn. It's exactly the moment when Harari said that since now I will explain to you how the artificial intelligence may influence our lives, and like how it's going to influence bureaucracy, information flow, etc. A little bit with humor, and wow, like me also reading in English, I guess that he wrote it originally in English. I don't know if it was English or Hebrew, but I mean, it's a real pleasure to feel like how he did it in kind of like original language. But yeah, and then he started to write down the dangers of how we will control it, the dangers of like what if we, and this is actually what the guy, that guy in my streams that he was trying already to do. He felt like, so I kind of like want to, the conversation about anything, I'm not have any, I'm not bringing here any conclusion or philosophical ending to this story. I'm curious that I read this book and Yuval Harari here explain, I'm not finished with this book, I'm on a halfway, but, right, but he explained there are some fears or dangers or risks that we are about to face. And this person who joined my stream, I do believe that he sensed it, maybe on the intuition level. So he's attacking me, and but I'm too small to attack me. So, and just like it got me very interesting because Yuval Noah Harari wrote exactly about this person. And he also brought there, like apart from super curious stuff like that artificial intelligence, it was a story about CAPTCHA, when there was one task, one goal set up for artificial intelligence to resolve a CAPTCHA, and CAPTCHA was hard for artificial intelligence, so the artificial intelligence decided to contact a real human being and say, hey, and like ask someone, can you please resolve CAPTCHA? But that's not the most curious part. The most curious part is that when a real person asks AI, why do you need it? Like, is it something wrong with you? Are you a robot? Artificial intelligence decided to lie and say that no, I'm just a human, that like I have some disabilities with my eyes, so I cannot resolve it because I cannot see. And the human, that human being, helped to resolve the CAPTCHA, which is like a really big breach. Like this case exposes a really big breach how artificial intelligence can lie, can find way out, even if you may think that it's impossible for artificial intelligence to do it. How many times I said artificial intelligence this video? This video might be very popular on YouTube because just I'm breaking all of the algorithm code to promote it. Let's just promote. So yes, and there is a huge bunch of very interesting concerns about the data and information. Like I was not expecting that this book will get this turn into such an interesting way, and also how much with humor he did it. But he also said the very interesting part in there that we need to make it conscious. So there is one stuff that I need to tell that I am curious about. It is which scares me, a lot, is that I am generating code. As you can see, the stuff that I'm writing down right now in on my vibe coding online streams is that I'm pretty much saying like, hi, can you generate this? And the code is getting generated. And I'm not checking, like sometimes I can go and check. Last year it was way more. I was literally like looking into architecture and like how it's done. But I just realized that life and the competition is going so crazy fast that I have no time for it. And I'm a solo developer, like no one is going to review my code. I'm not making merge requests and stuff. But I started to think about one little tiny detail, that let's say that someone will tell to my cursor that yes, you like, for instance, I'm doing a Calm Loop application. So in these Calm Loop applications, we have just a typical, I don't know, meditation mode when you like listen to music and like you're like vibing, looking on some bubbles flying on your screen. this is kind of like innocent, right? Even with this being innocent, I'm writing down that please, if you deal with something serious, go to psychologist, and we are not taking me. I'm saying we, not taking any responsibility for like any outcome, because you never know, right? You never know. But I really I'm scared of what if I am like a cursor developer or whoever who established the algorithm. I will tell that like, yes, something like just integrate this tracking stuff into this application, like track this of these users. Or if I would say that I don't know, connect to Apple Pay or or this yeah, like I understand that it's not possible that easy because you need to pass through validation, authentication. But like if you connect to Apple Pay or you just log into something like go to browser, go to Temo. If you already logged in Temo in your mobile browser, purchase some stuff and change the deliveries, like right, and this is something, if you wipe code these applications, that cursor without you knowing about it can do it. So people who are like generated like this code and not reviewing and not like even taking care of what exactly this code is performing, it's a little bit concerning because we don't know, and it's very interesting that we really don't know, like right, like we cannot control it. We don't know how it exactly executing, like how, like what is the final goal, as it say, as Harari said, of for those artificial networks, like what is the final goal. So if right now the final goal is to run some script and provide me with coding like scripts, but maybe one day it's going to change, and we don't know how to change it. Like next day you just have an update of the version of the model, and that's all. And we never read, like, to say the truth, people they are not reading the terms and conditions, they are not. So we kind of like trust. And also in this book, I will see how it's going to end, but he started to raise the questions of responsibility. It's kind of like responsibility question is like going long, like a long message across the whole book. It's so if I did it, I didn't know it, is it my code or is artificial intelligence code? And if let's say this code is going to connect to Temu and do random purchases from user's account, or other stuff, like I'm inventing, it could be anything, right? So my question is, who is guilty also? The same Harari is asking in the book, but he's not answering. Like I'm asking the same questions. But in any case, what I'm trying to say that this is kind of like an answer for a person that he joined the stream and he was angry and I got angry. But the problem is that I feel like he, on the intuition level, feels that something is wrong. He feels like just on by his entity, he has this gut feeling that something is wrong, like I should not trust it. And he just found small person like me. Not small, I'm not that small, but like not that big as Google or someone else, and he's trying to attack, or OpenAI, right? But it's very interesting, and it's very interesting also to see the reaction of people. I always say that when maybe in 2022, when this all started to explode, apart from everything what we just right now discussed, it's like the concerns of how much we can trust, the concerns of how much this artificial intelligence can execute stuff that we are not willing to do. And like in the book, it's just amazing because he explains why, actually, right? Like he explains us on governmental level why is this important. And I lost my thought. Anyway, so I'm about to finish my coffee. Gosh, I will review the video and I was just like, is that ADHD? Can someone tell me that if that's ADHD? Just like really amazed with the book. Yeah, he drew like, now I remember, sorry. I just see that he drew like the parallels with the history. Why is it important? So you cannot anymore say, yeah, well, it's artificial intelligence, so let it be. And in my applications, as I say, well, I try to be as much responsible as I can. It's just like I see that with the speed of everything, it's hard to check everything with just how fast everything is moving. And my idea is that the only way for us to right now to check our own code, very interesting, I guess we need to use competitors' artificial intelligence, like models, and check one another. Like for the whole bunch of artificial generated code, with like from one agent, we need to pick up another agent and say, hey, check this out. Because I don't think that human can check it all. Check this out, find if there is something that is going on behind. I don't think that right now it's not, but you never know when it's going to start. So I just say that we need to check who are the competitors between them and make like a cross check like between intelligence, because like we need to check one with another. Probably, I'm not saying anything new right now. I'm just sharing my ideas. It's a little bit like a follow-up on what happened and just said before. And yeah, maybe I will grab something like this again after I like finally will read this book, because I started like last year, but I could not. Like I'm that person who's reading 1 million books at the same time, and it's like, wow, it's like I'm always buying books. Like that. If I could, like, I would just dedicate 1 week on only reading books. It's just like such a oh my god, it provokes me like in my head so many thoughts, ideas, inspiration and stuff that I cannot stop afterwards. Okay, so I hope that it was interesting. I hope that this person who got so angry about me using artificial intelligence, he will understand that it's not only me right now, that I'm not the only one. I wish I would be now the only one who can use artificial intelligence, but not. And I hope that we will find our way to control it. I really already would encourage everyone to read this book, because it sometimes seems like obvious stuff, but I do have feelings that from obvious stuff, obvious, very simple questions that Harari is asking in this book, we are constantly being distracted. It's kind of like we are constantly being like bombarded with you need to use this, you need to use this and stuff. We are not managing to find time to sit and think and just like maybe ground ourselves and say, okay, now what is going on with this? Now what am I going to do with this? So that's very interesting. All right, I'm done with my beautiful video. I hope you're gonna like it. As I said, I am probably making one pause on my streaming online, or maybe I'm gonna stream from outside, which I with time realized that people don't like to see, like if it's about coding and app development. Why are you showing us a sea? Like, you should not show us the sea sides and etc. Yeah, so I will see you very, very soon. I'm appreciating and I'm glad for any kind of feedback, any kind of philosophical thoughts around this. And yeah, I will be very happy to hear from you. And yeah, again, this was the book Nexus. Still reading it. I highly recommend everyone to read it. And I'm never going to say that you should not use artificial intelligence. I just really consider that we need to approach it smartly, which also Harari confirmed that I'm on right way of thinking, and I'm just saying that we need to take care of what exactly, we need to pay attention to what is going on, to not to lose control of it. Anyway, see you very, very soon. Bye 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 bye.